Anyways.
Good?
I think so. Yeah.
I need some kind of thing, all right? Rob squared.
Dude,
I broke your nose.
My nose, bro.
Sorry. I got powers like that.
I'm good.
Lord of the Ring shit.
I'm good.
Our P.P.s.
My precious.
We've been trying to show you guys our P.P.s all year.
YouTube keeps demonetizing us.
Now this is going
We're not even trying to make money. That's the thing.
I know. They're fucking us over, right?
We're just trying to have fun.
Fuck you.
They keep demonetizing us.
Fucking YouTube.
Because
hopefully they're not listening.
Yeah.
They're always listening, right? Like,
these aren't about our P.P.s, but we're showing our P.P.s here.
yes, we're showing our P.P.s.
When we mean P.P., what do we mean?
You tell me.
Pillar player. A player that is a foundational piece for your team.
Our pillars.
So there's a lot of guys that
Usually they say flag player.
Flag?
A lot of podcasts will say like flag players or like
flag player. I've never heard that
they're
term.
like flagging them like these are our guys.
Okay.
Pillar sounds better, and P.P.s. I don't want to show you my flag player. I want to show you my P.P.
Yeah, just check out this P.P.s.
All right.
We
Pee Wee
have-
Herman shit, right? Like Pee Wee Herman tried showing his P.P. and he got kicked off the air.
Yeah, well we have
So-
we each have 10 P.P.s we're going to show you.
So right now we're recording this on Thursday night. Well, technically it's Friday morning. We've been having a great time. In my end, I was down in the dumps after the Gus Edwards news.
Who
Now,
wasn't?
Well,
Well,
guys,
you had
didn't have
JK.
Gus Edwards.
Yeah, you had J.K. You got hurt
I
with
have
that.
had a lot. I feel like it's like the scene from Saving Private Ryan.
Oh.
I lost so many men this year.
Oh.
I've been doing drafts since
So it's like you storming Normandy, huh?
dude.
Yeah.
We've both been doing drafts. How many leagues are you in right now? Counting best ball, like 100.
Oh, at least, yeah.
I've done 113.
Yeah,
24
both-
redraft, 89 best ball.
Yeah.
We've been doing it early. Now, the early drafts are small. $3, $5, $10, $20.
And a couple of big ones, but yeah.
So you don't draft early, but if you want to do 100 leagues, you got to start drafting early. So this whole thing, I do it, and like ETN, loved him, gone. Gone. Irv Smith, loved him, gone. J.K. Dobbins, loved him, gone. I was fine with that because I was drafting Gus Edwards early on in the 12th round everywhere.
Gus Edwards?
Gone. I had 55% share on underdog of Gus Edwards late. And then in a couple of my big leagues, like even after the injury in the 5th round, loved it. Gone.
Yeah.
So I feel like my guys stormed fucking the beaches of Normandy and they all got shut down.
Yeah.
And this news happened before the first game. It's like we haven't even played a game of football that means something yet.
You know what it is? It's not Normandy. It's if you're familiar with World War II history.
Yeah.
It's when Germany tried to storm Stalingrad, because what happened in Stalingrad was the Germans kept pushing, but there was a city, Stalingrad, which is the primary city that they were trying to defend simply because of the oil reserves. So Germany was trying to push in, trying to get the oil reserves, but there was Stalingrad, obviously after Joseph Stalin, right? So that was their they're trying, that was their area they were trying to defend, and Germany just kept pushing. But they just kept getting mowed down. And
Send in more.
But then it reversed, and Germany is like, all right, now we have the position and we have all these guns. So what Russia did was they just kept sending in people and just said more and more, and they literally just sent poor fucking individuals, people that had a family in front of them, just send in and die simply to deplete their ammunition, deplete their resources. What Russia had was the winter and more people. So they just kept sending people in to literally get slaughtered.
Power in numbers.
Somehow this relates to fantasy.
Well, it does, because mine's more of a Civil War thing where it's like no one wins in a Civil War.
Yeah.
Everyone just dies. You're killing your brother. You're killing your neighbor.
There's no victory in war. There's only death.
And that was a practice thing, Gus Edwards, but like the other ones were preseason. Fuck that. Don't play our players in preseason.
Yeah.
Whatever. It hurts. I'm past it. We watched a great football game.
Let's talk about some P.P.s.
Yeah. Well, real quick, let's just give a little Tampa Bay.
So
Tampa Bay,
watch,
Dallas.
We
watched that. It was 31-29.
What's your biggest take from that? What stood out most to you?
My
in that
biggest
game?
take.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott is trying to look like fucking Lenny Kravitz. He's becoming Lenny Kravitz. Every time you see him, even in the same game.
So his style is what you took away from.
Well, the first time I saw him, they showed him, he lost some weight. He's got bigger hair. He's got more piercings.
Just like.
And then they show him again, and he's like adding like more jewelry. He has another piercing. It's like, this guy's adding piercings during the game. Like,
Jerry Jones kept paying him more money every time he rushed the ball. Jerry Jones kept giving him
by
another
the fourth
$1 million,
quarter, he's legit wearing like an outfit from like 4 different countries. And his whole face is pierced. His hair's longer. It's like, dude.
He looks like an African king.
I want to get away. Right. Okay, what did I take away from it? Ezekiel Elliott looks cooked. Tony Pollard looks great.
I agree with Pollard looking
Dak
good.
Prescott
Look
is
good.
fine.
Look good.
And
throwing a good ball. And Brady hasn't lost his fucking step.
Brad, real quick. We switched producers again.
We need to adjust. We
had Pauly Shore for a couple of those episodes.
But he
only edited it to make himself seem good. He didn't help us at all.
Go back and watch.
He was cutting and taking our words and we didn't mean what we were saying. He's just like, we talking about someone else.
We don't think Pauly Shore is a legend. But,
no, we don't. Pauly Shore is what are you talking about, buddy?
He made it seem like he was he was a little selfish.
So we're back to Brad. So this ties into Brad by Tom Brady is Benjamin Button. The man is getting younger. He looked the same.
A little rusty early, right?
Yeah. The first drive. Yeah. He looked the same. He is the same. God damn it. When are we going to learn?
So 2 takeaways. I'll give you 3 takeaways from the game. 1, Tom Brady looks just as good as ever. Mm-hmm. 2, Dak. You don't have to worry about Dak. I don't think.
Fine.
3, what the fuck's up with Tampa's defense?
Did it look good?
No
pass rush, right?
I didn't see any pressure.
No secondary, nothing.
That's one thing that's a little.
Can I give you some takeaways?
Go ahead. Yeah, what's yours?
Chris Godwin was Chris Godwin.
Yeah,
loved it.
Praise him.
Again, I told you the Tony Pollard thing.
Yeah,
and Antonio Brown.
Mike
Evans looked terrible, right?
Brown did look good.
Antonio Brown looked like Antonio Brown.
Second, it looks like Godwin.
Mike Evans just a guy.
Brown.
Kevin, if you're listening, Kevin Brandon.
Also Gronk, though, dude.
And Gronk, throwback Gronk. But again, if y'all want to start Gronk going forward, be my guest. That's stupid.
Don't buy into the overhype on Gronk. He's not going to score 2 touchdowns.
Unfortunately, in his last 2 games, he has 4 touchdowns.
Right now, if you're looking for a tight end and you look at Gronk, you're going to have to overpay by $1 million fucking dollars. He might be on the waiver wire
in shell weeks, but didn't he catch 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl? So he has 4 touchdowns in the last 2 games? What the fuck's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez has been dead for 2 years. Gronk is still catching fucking touchdowns.
Here's the
taking Jaeger bomb shots.
Here's the stat. So Gronk may have 4 touchdowns, but outside of the Super Bowl, Brady has, I think, 5 or 6 interceptions in the last 2 games.
One of his picks was a Hail Mary. But I'm going to really hit on this point, though. Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
He looked spry. He looked into it. He looked athletic. He wasn't. The crazy thing is he wasn't on the field a lot because I noticed every 2 wide receiver set he was obviously off the field, and so he probably only played 66% of the snaps. Motherfucker had 100 yards, dude.
At least, right?
2 touchdowns, one touchdown.
He had the lead.
1 touchdown.
I think he led the team in catches, right?
No, Godwin did, but he led the team in yards for sure.
He had all the big plays.
Real quick, we're gonna do this a lot before our P.P.s.
Go ahead. Wait, our P.P.s.
This is a relation to Marquise Brown.
Oh.
Now, and you mentioned this earlier. At work, I'm working today. I'm tired. I had 3 hours of sleep last night. I don't know how I'm still up.
Yeah.
Beers and football just rejuvenated me, right?
Arizona iced teas.
Well, those are good energy drinks. That'd be our next sponsor, besides Goldfish. We'll get to that later.
Fingers crossed.
So many things to get to.
Yeah.
And our P.P.s.
So much.
You texted me that Marquise Brown looks like a young Whoopi Goldberg.
On Yahoo. His Yahoo picture.
Dude. So then I'm like, Holy shit, let me look at this.
What's the nun movie where Whoopi Goldberg's a nun?
What is it?
Somehow gets tied up with
Sister
FBI.
Act, bro.
Yeah.
Why do I know Sister Act?
He's Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Sister Act 2. Like, not even the first one. Like,
If they ever come out with Sister Act 6, fucking Marquise Brown
don't
is
even
fucking
need Whoopi.
in that thing, bro.
you don't even have Whoopi.
Yeah, well, Whoopi will be dead at that point, right? She's got to be 70 years old.
I don't know, but young Whoopi is like...
So he texted me, he's like, dude, this is the best. We talk fantasy all day, and this isn't a fantasy one. He's like, bro, Marquise Brown looks like young Whoopi Goldberg. And I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, so I look it up.
It's the cheeks, dude.
We will put it up here.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the smile, it's the cheeks, it's the fucking, the structure, it's the hair. Like, if you grow his hair a little bit more, oh, so great.
We definitely put Marquise Brown in that outfit. Like...
And one more weird thing. This actually isn't tied to anything.
Yeah.
But another shout out to the Brainards. Dave, our biggest fan. At the draft, we were talking about Jamar Chase.
Oh.
How bad. Before the year, before we start the year, I didn't like Jamar Chase coming out.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't play football for a year. He didn't stand out to me. He kind of reminded me of Des Bryant. But, because Des Bryant wasn't polished, never got polished.
Yeah. Was athletic, but
yeah,
stone hands.
But wouldn't rather have A.J. Green than him? Like, look at their careers. Like, when he's done athletically, he's done.
Yeah.
The problem is, Jamar Chase can't catch.
Apparently not. Yeah.
No. He can't even catch a screen pass.
Yeah.
And, the quote. You told me about the quote. He said he had trouble identifying the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's bigger?
It's a little bit bigger, and there's no white stripes on it.
Yeah,
so
he's like, I can't
the
see
ball
it,
as
it's
well.
bigger. Never heard that before.
That's...
That's like an awesome hitter being like, well, I went from a metal bat. Now this bat's wooden.
Well,
and
I can't see the movement on the ball.
I can't hold the bat. Like, it's wooden. What is this?
It's not being able to see the movement on the
Yeah,
ball. Like
a
if you
real
can't
player.
read the ball, what are you doing?
So the man can't catch. He was drafted 4th overall.
And he can't read the ball in the air. That's,
yeah.
Like, most of the time, if you want a receiver, especially a deep threat, what do you want? Someone that can track the ball.
Get LASIK, bro.
Well, just learn how to catch the ball when you're contested. Like, that's what pros do. Like, you're not, like, in college, it's easy when
There's no one contesting you.
If you're the most athletic guy on the field, it's easy to get open.
So the Jamar Chase joke is that he's a dolphin? He's not a human.
No arms, yeah.
Well, he has fins.
Yeah.
It's like very hard for him to get his fins. It's like trying to like put your shoulder blades around here and like, can you catch the ball here?
It's like Stan's dad. He's looking for the dolphin
Yeah,
bathroom.
right. Yeah. He identifies as a dolphin.
Where's the dolphin accessible bathroom?
Like, do you have a giant tub of water I can swim in?
Do you have a dolphin accessible football?
Why didn't the Dolphins just draft him?
They
could have.
That'd be too easy.
Well, they had to trade up because they took Jalen Waddle, which is a better pick.
Too easy. Yeah.
So, let's get to the P.P.s.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Little Rob Squared. That's vintage Rob Squared. We're trying to, get to our point, but the P.P.s is the point.
Yeah.
But that was, I feel like, a nice little thing. So we're going to, our P.P.s, our can't even say it, dude.
Pillar players.
Pillar players. I always think it's like pivotal players. Our pillars.
It means our guys that are foundational to our team.
Right. We
They're
both
foundational
have 10.
Structures.
We both have 10. There's a bunch of different ways you can become a PP. It's can you destroy your ADP if you're a late guy?
Okay.
If you're an early guy, can you be a top 2 player at your position?
Yeah.
Can you be the most reliable source? Like last year, Stephon Diggs, 6th round. That would be a PP for me last year. I wish we had this list. He'd been my number 1 last year. I had him everywhere.
Yeah.
Because when Todd Gurley and Odell Beckham and Joe Mixon weren't playing at the end of the year.
How much money did that man win you?
He saved me
Because
so
he
much.
was your PP.
He was the number 2 wide receiver, and I got him in the 6th round. PP. This year, he's not on the PP list. Let me just... Yeah. Spoiler alert!
Uh-oh.
So we're going to go 10-1.
Okay.
So 10 is going to be the least, there's still PPs.
Yeah.
But number 1 PP.
Yeah.
Ooh, celebration.
Yeah, some of these guys later on my list are more guys that are almost secondary guys that I may have someone above them if I can grab them, but these are guys either that if I miss out on my earlier guy, or honestly, some of these guys I'm doubling up on the positions.
And here's the beauty is we don't know each other's lists. I actually have a secondary list. I guess Cappas P.P.s.
Yeah.
Because I know we both know kind of we've done a lot of drafts
We've gotten
together.
to that point, yeah.
Podcast. So my number 10 is Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
Now, he's my only tight end on the list. I know he's going high.
Yeah.
He's always overdrafted. I'm not willing to take him at like 38, but he's fallen sometimes at 50, and I will take him all day long as tight end 4.
Yeah.
I would take him over George Kittle.
Okay.
Now, I don't ever have to.
Yeah.
At that point, like, I'm not taking him that high, but, like, I prefer him over George Kittle, if you know what I mean.
No, I understand.
Not even at price point.
You're getting
like,
value, yeah.
I feel like he's playing wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
We've gone over it.
Yeah.
The upside is 100 catches.
Okay.
10 touchdowns. I mean, you can't go wrong, right?
With that offense, yeah.
Who's your 10?
So my number 10 is, it's on my list, it's actually a backup quarterback, but it's a guy that I don't want someone else to have. It's Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
In past videos, I've talked about how he's an MVP. At least I believe he's a dark horse MVP candidate. To me, now that he has the job solidified, I'm not too concerned about the wide receiver health. Like, a lot of people are concerned about Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
And somehow that's going to affect what they do on offense. But to that, I say last year, the Saints won the division with Drew Brees missing more than like half the games, and Michael Thomas was out for essentially the whole season, right?
Yeah, he didn't play.
Exactly. So
him.
So now they have a guy that has better arm talent, and ideally they're going to get Michael Thomas back week 8, so about halfway through the season. So to me, to me, Winston is a guy that if you can't get one of your top quarterbacks, this is the guy that you want to target late.
Yeah.
He's
upside central,
essentially almost going undrafted, and
this is your list. I had Winston on there as number 10.
AJ.
I crossed him out, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're not far off.
I'm gonna give you my number 9.
Go ahead.
Javonte Williams.
Oh, all right.
I tried to turn you on to him recently. You notice I've been drafting him.
Yeah.
I've been quiet about him on the, all quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
He's gonna win the job, man.
Looks like it. The film I saw earlier, right?
And their schedule early on, Javonte Williams and the Denver Broncos, by the way. Melvin Gordon's his, the starter.
Yeah.
But Javonte goes earlier. Their schedule around is cupcake, bro.
Yeah.
Like 4 out of 5 games against, like, I can't give it to you right here because I don't have the research, but it's easy.
Yeah.
And if he's going to blow up. Melvin Gordon's not going to break a 70-yard run. This dude can.
Looks like it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he can also, like, bowl over a linebacker. They traded up to get him, second round.
Yeah.
Proof is in the pudding. Melvin Gordon might be fucking released, or traded. Like, look at the Ravens should trade for Melvin Gordon right now. Right now, dude.
I've actually heard that rumor.
Right?
Yeah,
I haven't heard it, but, like, think about it. Denver has no... Like,
well, I've heard a rumor about any expendable running back.
Look at Denver's division. Chargers, I like Denver, but Chargers are better. The fucking Chiefs.
They're all right.
Bro, you're not beating the Chiefs this year. You're not beating them, okay? Yeah. The Browns are in that conference. You're not beating the Browns. They might be good this year. If you can get a third-round pick right now...
Bills, Patriots...
Yes, the Bills?
Yeah.
Dude, if you can get a third-round pick, like, I don't know what the asking price would be.
Yeah.
But Melvin Gordon's, like, better than anything they get.
Yeah.
That some would say is actually an upgrade over J.K. Dobbins, or as good, right? Baltimore wants to win. They would pay a third or fourth round pick. A third round pick for Baltimore if they win is going to be like a late third. For Melvin Gordon, both teams win. Because you give Javonte Williams the work.
Okay,
you sign a guy like Todd Gurley or, Todd Gurley.
Why would you trade Melvin Gordon to sign someone like...
Because Melvin Gordon has 1 year left in his contract and he's gone after this year anyway. You're not winning. Give the range to Javonte.
So you're already paying him, keep the better running back.
But just get the third round pick, bro.
You think you get...
Maybe not, but I feel like he's the best they can do, and if they want to win, they cannot be having Tyson Williams, Le'Veon Bell, and fucking Devontae Freeman, dude. Melvin Gordon's got some football left in him.
I think you're discrediting what the Broncos think they can do this year.
I guess.
I don't agree with what...
They're not going to win the Super Bowl.
No, exactly, but I think they think they can. I think they
right.
have the
well,
chance.
It's John Elway being a fucking...
No, I'm saying, but...
all that plastic surgery on John Elway is like... Maybe he got plastic surgery on his brain.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I have a quarterback now. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater. I love Teddy B. Back up. Back up.
Since Peyton Manning, he
we like Drew Lock. Bad Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? Who you got?
Yeah. So number nine, I got you were close, AJ Green.
Ooh, I had him at number 10. I have all your PPs.
Simply because he
bunch of pictures of dicks.
Yeah.
Like super bad, right? I can't touch a pen in the paper without drawing dicks.
Yeah. No, so AJ Green to me, it's you're not really investing much capital in terms of you can get him at the end of your
13th, 14th, 15th round.
He might be some if you're
not even driving with him, they'll draft him in the 9th.
If you're a 10-team league, he's going undrafted almost.
Mm-hmm.
True. So to me, he's we've talked about it before. 7 straight All-Pros, coming off a team that he did not want to play. He asked for a trade, was denied the trade, was forced to play with a rookie that obviously he didn't care, which is not encouraging. I don't like the fact that he essentially gave up on the other team, but the fact that he's in a place he wants to be, he decided to sign with Arizona. He wasn't traded there.
He could have pulled a Barry Sanders and just fucking left.
He could have, but
right?
He knew he was coming in for another. He's fighting for another contract. I don't. In his mind, he's not done.
Money,
he's not done. No, in his mind, he's not done.
Yeah, he could be doing a Pauly Shore and just be fucking
whatever he's doing. But at the end of the day,
we don't know what he's doing.
I don't think he's done. I don't think he thinks he's done. I don't think Arizona thinks he's done. So I think he's going to get a lot of opportunity. And you can get him for essentially nothing.
Yeah, I don't like starting him week 1 like you are, but I'm going to give him my number 7.
Go ahead.
Or sorry, it's my number 8. I'm jumping the gun here. It's Russell Wilson. And we've talked about him in the hot take episode.
Yeah.
And I had to throw a quarterback in there. I know you're going to have Kyler. Kyler would be on my list, but
you want to double up?
Well, I'm going to steal your thunder over here because I would say
first. My PP is much bigger for Kyler than yours is. So.
You have a BBC PP.
BBC PP.
Oh man, that's a nice stuff. I already said my take. Russ 50 touchdowns.
Oh, I had a BBC PP for when I was dating everyone. Yeah.
MVP. He hasn't won. He has never got an MVP vote. He's got DK Metcalf. He's got Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
I don't gotta say anything else about Russell Wilson. It's easy money. I wish I had more shares of him. It's 20% for me, which is still better than average. But with what I believe, I should have more. But the problem is, I love Kyler more. And I have like 35 or 40% Kyler.
Good.
Got some Dak. I take value when I get it. I'm not going to reach.
Yeah.
It's like if someone's going to take Russ ahead of Dak, I'll take Dak.
Yeah.
If Russ falls in the 7th round, dude, let's go.
Bottom line is Russ, right now, this point in time, is a better football player than Kyler. But Kyler has more fantasy potential.
100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
the difference is I like Russ more where he's going.
What I mean by that is, Russ is going later, has probably a higher floor.
100%.
But Kyler,
it's the same floor. They have the same floor. It's just
no. I think Russ's floor is higher. But I think Kyler's ceiling is
the only reason Russ's floor is higher is that he's like injury proof.
Yeah, he's never gotten hurt.
Even though Kyler hasn't missed games, we saw Kyler gets dinged more. And what happened when he got dinged? He was not effective. Right?
Oh, 100%.
So that's more of a risk.
If Kyler hadn't got,
he'd been the number 1 quarterback last year. If
he would have set, literally, he would have had the best quarterback, fantasy quarterback season of all time if he hadn't gotten hurt.
Pace.
He was on.
If you extrapolate.
Thank you.
No, but it was 10 games, so when you're talking about he did 10 games great,
I would rather take 10 games in your 4
right.
game.
That's what I'm saying. It's not extrapolation when you do 10.
He just got hurt and he couldn't.
Yes. Fuck you.
Anyways,
what do you got?
So my next guy, again, it's
number 8.
It's a little more of a backup, but again, it's a guy that I think that has even flex potential is Jonnu.
I have him as number 7 for you.
Yeah,
I have AJ Green.
You just mentioned
Jonnu, and I crossed off Winston, so he's my 11. Okay, go on.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm gonna get your whole list.
No, Jonnu's nice.
I've seen their PPs.
Yeah.
I love Jonnu too.
Yeah, to me, he's. I can't believe he's like tight end 13 or 14, whatever he is right now.
Late.
It just does not make sense to me.
Especially even after the news of Mac Jones.
That
didn't change it.
Like the fact that he is one of the last tight ends taken, and Hunter Henry is going undrafted. I just those are two.
I want no part of Hunter Henry, just so you know.
Either way,
okay. Sorry.
My point is, those are two of the top tight ends, paid tight ends in the league for a reason, and they're in an offense that is designed to pass the tight end. To me, Jonnu is a player that is criminally underrated. I think he.
I would agree.
I'm a Waller guy, as you may see later, but if I don't get Waller, like I'm more than happy with Jonnu. I'm more than excited to have Jonnu is my guy. I think he's going to be a top. I mean, we talked about it before with the touchdowns and everything. So I think he's a top 5. So. I see a top 5 tight end with Jonnu.
Okay, you ready for the list to get spicy?
Let's do it.
Number 7, Henry Ruggs.
Oh,
another guy we've talked about a lot.
Oh,
this is a deeper guy than what.
Yeah.
So this is a guy that we're not expecting to be like the number 1 player in fantasy, but 11th round, I expect him to be a high end wide receiver 3, low end wide receiver 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
I like it. Yeah,
the proof's in the pudding. Especially after they released Smokey Brown.
Yeah,
they got nobody.
Well,
they got Bryan Edwards.
We all offseason we said the Raiders are just going to run it back. They decide, hey, we got our receiver 1 and 2, we got our tight end, we got our running backs,
and we like that before the Smokey Brown release.
I mean, exactly. We're same narrative, but now it just reinforces.
Icing on the fucking cake, man.
Reinforces our thoughts. And
he's going to be on the field every snap.
The Raiders know who they like. At least Gruden does, and he's like, "This is my squad. Mm-hmm. These are the guys. Like, you know how I'm going to use them. These are the guys I like. Here we go."
He's going to be on the field.
Yeah. I like
explosive.
I like it.
We've talked about it enough. We don't need to go in any more detail. I'm telling you, that guy's gonna crush.
So this guy has recently, my number 7, has recently. It's honestly kind of surprises me a little bit because I wasn't talking about it much. I wasn't thinking about it much. But when the opportunity came, I've drafted him multiple times over the last week or so, especially in the home lanes. Okay. Is Kevin Ridley.
Oh shit.
Is it
not on my list for you? I didn't get that.
Yeah,
right.
no. But
go on.
It's honestly
recent guy.
It's a much more recent thing.
Yeah, recent PP.
I think maybe it's because he's falling a little. I don't know why. Because I don't know.
Got bored of drafting him. I guess.
I guess so.
Maybe like Kyle Pitts love.
I have no idea what it is, but it feels like he's fallen to me in multiple leagues, and the fact that he's dropping to me, he's an obvious PP to me. I think he has potential not only to lead the league in receptions, but maybe in yards or touch. Like, he has a chance. I'll be surprised if he's not top 5 in 2 of the 3 major categories for receivers. Like, if he's not one of the top receivers this year, I'd be surprised. But for some reason, he's getting drafted as maybe like the 4th, 5th receiver.
One thing I'll say about him is that the one thing 100% you're getting with him is targets.
Yeah.
So, like, what he does with them, mostly the question is touchdowns. So, like, we were talking about Vegas odds. His is at 10, which is high as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, his is higher than DK Metcalf, which is
crazy.
Yeah. Dumb, right? There's no way he's catching more touchdowns than DK.
I would, yeah.
Who's throwing more touchdowns, Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson?
If I were to bet money, I would bet money on DK.
Right. So why is he 1 touchdown less? You know what I mean? Like,
because of the volume. Like,
right, but how many touchdowns is Matt Ryan going to throw this year? 28?
He always throws like 30.
Right. Yeah. How many is Russell Wilson going to throw? He threw 42 last year.
Yeah.
So, you get what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
And, maybe there's less competition, but the problem is, like, Julio Jones never scored over 10 touchdowns with that team because he was double covered.
I guess the reason he's
he's double covered.
I guess one of the reasons he's my P.P.s is because right now he's falling so much.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we talked about how if Josh Allen fell to the 4th round.
Yeah, or Diggs fell at the end of the 2nd.
Exactly. Like, we'd be like,
all day.
With my brother in your league, Balls Deep. He got Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
At the fucking start of the 3rd.
24th pick. PPR.
3rd fucking round.
CMC Mixon start.
I don't have I might have 1 share of Mixon in a best ball, but like at that point, I told him like you cannot pass up Mixon. So
nice segue, bro. Yeah. That's my next guy.
Oh, really?
Beautiful.
That was
the reason Mixon isn't as high. He should be higher because I love Mixon more than anyone.
Yeah.
I just this list is also based on my shares. It's not just my shares, but it's like a mix, right? And my shares of Mixon are way lower than I want. I prefer 40%.
Yeah.
Right now it's like 15 to 20.
Okay.
Still higher than average. 12-team leagues, you're looking at 8% average. It's just none of my big leagues I have him, and it's because, spoiler alert, DK Metcalf in that 14, 16, 15, 13 range where I would take Mixon. If it wasn't for Metcalf, I'm just taking DK. Like, I just love DK. So the reason I love Mixon, though, we went over this in multiple episodes. The touchdowns, the volume, the team. He's good.
Yeah.
There's Joe Gio. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
He could vie for number 1 fucking overall running back.
The reason you don't have more Mixon shares is because he's not falling to an appropriate place for you to take him.
No, he is. It's just a DK Metcalf love. I'm sorry. It's just hard. Like, it's, like...
I was trying to help you out.
They're both hot, but, like, unfortunately, DK, like, if it... Not to be gay about it. If they were both chicks, like, they're both hot, right? They both have big tits.
It's getting gay, just like you know.
DK
right?
lets me... If DK was a girl, I get to bang DK in the butt. I can't do that with Mixon.
Why?
Because Mixon doesn't let me. If he was a girl.
A girl with big tits.
Well, they're both... you're getting like...
I'm not getting off track.
No, I'm good.
Like, don't put this on me.
If there was 2 girls that were the same, right? Different girls with the same looks, same quality, and one let me bang them in the butt and one didn't, I'm going to choose the anal girl. I'm not even into that much. It's just the chance I get to do it, I don't know why I'm talking about this. What am I doing?
You're just...
I'm ripping.
Well, your shovel's over there. If you want to keep digging yourself a fucking hole here. Like...
The option is nicer, and I don't want to choose it all the time, but... if one never lets me do it, one lets me do it all the time.
Okay, help me understand how this translates to fantasy football.
I feel like the upside's out of DK.
Because of the butt stuff?
Yeah.
So there's more potential. Because of the butt stuff.
All right, give me your guy. I got off the rails real fast, bro. Right. Sorry, Joe.
So, number 6.
Joe Mixon, I'm sorry.
So, number 6 for me, no butt stuff, but...
we have fun around here.
Is my number 1 tight end.
We have fun.
D. Waller, dude.
Wow. I had him as number 3 for you.
Yeah. No, he could be higher, but I think there's some inherited risk where I'm taking him. The reason I'm taking him as early as I am, which is normally right around beginning of second to end of second, like second round, I would say is a fair estimate for where I'm taking him. To me, I like him simply because I think he's going to compete for one of the top reception. Like, he's going to be one of the reception leaders in terms of the NFL. I mean, he already had 107 last year. League leader was 132. He was top 5 in the NFL in receptions. So to me, you're getting positional rarity. Mm-hmm. You're getting a positional advantage with a guy that's going to almost lead the league in receptions.
And could have touchdown progression.
Exactly. Yeah. So because the Raiders, again, they're running it back.
Yep.
And what did they do last year? Feed Darren Waller.
Are you ready for this list to get real spicy?
Do it.
Now this is, we're going top 5 here.
Yeah.
So the first 5 are appetizers.
Oh.
Right. Let's so the video doesn't come off. Rob Squared finishing up our PP episode.
Rob Squared, right?
Yeah, showing the PPs. Now we're getting to the top 5 here. Real quick though, before we get into that, I want to shout out to our new sponsor.
Oh.
Goldfish.
Oh, bro.
We both love Goldfish.
They don't even know that they're a sponsor yet, but...
Well, none of them do. We don't get paid from any of our sponsors, but...
It's really Pepper's Farm.
Well, fuck.
You think so, or is it just the gold? I mean, look at those shades, dude.
Did Pepper's Farm see us run over a person or something? Remember that Family Guy thing where Pepper's Farm remembers?
Yeah.
But no, that's not where we're doing it. We love Goldfish, bro. No, like, that's our drinking food.
$2.50 a bag.
Oh, man. I used to get the giant jugs. We don't need to sell anymore. Like, unfortunately, we don't get money from any of our fucking sponsors.
Dude, 100% real cheddar?
Yeah, okay. We don't get money from any of our sponsors.
Hold on one second.
Hold on, motherfucker.
1 second, yeah.
Right, I'll have a couple, too.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Cheers. Here, take one. We'll cheers one. Goldfish.
The best.
Yeah,
Goldfish are the best thing ever.
Yeah, can we start getting some money from our sponsors, or?
Thanks, Goldfish.
No, they're just probably gonna fucking sue us, dude. We're gonna have to go to court.
We're gonna
litigation for faking sponsors. We're trying to get you fucking paid, bitches. All right, our PPs. Now, the problem is they're gonna be like, we're not going to be associated with guys showing our PPs.
Well, we have 10 more PPs we want to show you. Or at least talk about, at least.
Right. And what are PPs again?
The PPs are our pillar players.
Pillar.
Essentially, players that we base our foundation of our fantasy team on. These are guys that prop up the rest of the team. So these are the 4 or 5 players that we hope to draft that prop up the rest of our high-end, high-risk guys that give us the most upside.
Can't say it better. I'm on my number 5.
Yep, me too.
Recap our list real quick. I'll go to mine. Number 10, Kyle Pitts. Number 9, Javonte Williams.
I think my
Number
list
8, Russell Wilson. Number 7, Henry Ruggs. Number 6, Joe Mixon. Okay, I'll just go to my number 5.
Yeah, so for me, I have Goldfish. I have
Torpedo.
Yeah, Torpedo.
All our fucking sponsors.
Yeah, Abercrombie, Rascal, and Flats.
He's a company man, all right?
Yeah.
So, number 5 for me, Mike fucking Williams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mike Evans, dude.
Oh, ew!
Smack you.
Never, bro.
Smack you. I was going to take those Goldfish away.
Mike Williams, son.
All right, talk about him.
Easy money, dude.
Talk about him, yeah.
He's had a 1,000-yard season before.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 10 touchdowns on
You're not lying.
literally 49 catches.
You're not lying.
He's done everything.
Mm-hmm.
He just never put it together.
Yeah,
now, there's no competition.
Yeah.
There's no tight end anymore. It's Jared Cook.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen is supposedly not injury prone. Dude can get injured. Even without that, he is the big body. We don't even like Justin Herbert. We know he's going to throw 30 touchdowns. He's going to have 4,500 yards.
Well, I don't think we should say we don't like Herbert. We don't like him as value.
And for fantasy as much.
He's getting drafted at his value.
Overdrafted.
Same way Josh Allen is getting drafted at his value.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
but that value is good.
I like a receiver tied to him more than I like him.
Okay.
Right? He fits Mike Williams' skill set so well.
This is a make or break year for Mike Williams. Like, if you're going to bet,
they didn't exercise a 5th-year option.
Exactly. If
you're not paying him,
exactly.
He was a first-round pick. He's 26 years old.
Sure.
The guy, he's a beast, man. He was a 7th overall pick. Just 4 years ago.
This is a perfect year for him.
Yeah, and
stay healthy.
His health is an issue. The motherfucker wants to stay on the field. If he doesn't, then he's never going to get paid. So let's go, Mike Williams. Get him in the 9th round all day long.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. So mine's not necessarily a 9th round pick, but actually, if you watch the game tonight, you might. He's probably actually shooting up the draft boards a little bit. Chris Godwin.
I had him as your number 5. Oh, he's your number 5.
Hey, we
only missed one PP.
We lined
up. I know this man.
Our PPs aligned here.
I've seen your PPs too many times.
Our
dude.
PPs are connecting. Here.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Mr. Sin.
Yeah,
sorry.
This man is as straight as an arrow. I swear to God.
I just like to expose my BBs, man.
Jesus Christ! Give me some Chris Godwin shit.
Well, I mean,
he prays to Godwin.
No, Godwin. It's very simple to me. He's the best receiver on the team, hands down.
Hit 14 targets tonight.
Yeah, it was surprised. What was it? 9 for
90 and a touchdown.
And a touchdown. Yeah.
No, it was 9 for 104 and a touchdown. He had the fumble.
Yeah.
Also, almost had another touchdown, but go on.
Either way, the fumble. Yeah. Either way, I mean, he when it came to the red zone or when it came to converting a 3rd down, it seemed like Godwin was the go-to guy almost every play. Antonio Brown had some good plays, but either way, Godwin to me is the best receiver on the team. He's going to pace the receiving group. He's a slot receiver, so Brady's gonna Brady and the slot receivers. Bucks are one of the better teams. Yeah. I mean, come on, he's going probably 2 or 3 rounds too late in fantasy drafts. So if you are lucky enough to grab him,
to that point, if you remember, he was going top 15 or 18 overall last year.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
He was a late mid-second round pick.
Ooh. And now he's 5th.
Yes.
6th?
No, 4th or 5th.
5th, okay.
40th overall, but he was going 18th overall. That's 22 picks later. Because he got hurt.
He had
still had 7 touchdowns last year.
He had a good year for as many games or as many snaps or what the snaps he played.
The circumstances, he had a fine year. Wasn't great.
Well,
didn't live up to his 18th.
If you don't believe in Chris Godwin, look back at when he was hurt in the first half of the season versus the second half of the season, and look at how well the Bucks did. Look at how well Tom Brady did. The Bucks were a borderline wild card team for the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Then Godwin came back. They got Fournette. I mean, there's a few pieces, but I think Godwin was the piece that really got the team moving. Obviously, Antonio Brown, but I think Godwin coming back was the motor. I think he changes the way defenses play against them.
All right. So, my number 4. Okay, and again, this is the 5 through 1 for me. These are all wide receivers for me.
Ooh.
Like I feel like they're safer.
Yeah.
This number 4, it hits close to both of us. It's Kenny G. Kenny Golladay. Yes. It's the mini Megatron. It's, what do they call him? Babytron.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't have a baby dick. It's Kenny G.
I wouldn't know.
Me neither. Jesus Christ.
I'm with Kyler all the time, so.
Kenny G is just, he's great. I mean, when he's on the field, produces.
Yeah.
And he produces with Matt Stafford. He produces with David Blah. He produces with whoever the fuck quarterback he has. And okay, he's got stupid-ass Daniel Jones.
If he can overcome Matthew Stafford, I think he's a pretty good.
Shut up. He hates Matthew Stafford. If he can overcome David Blah and whatever the other guy was, who was the other dude, like the scrambling quarterback that was trash? I don't even know his name. Like he
doesn't matter.
Yeah. He produced with everyone. When he stays healthy, he's a top 15 receiver.
He's also like 25 years old. Like he's barely been.
We went over this in another one. He led the league in touchdowns just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Granted, it was only 11 touchdowns, and it was tied with somebody else.
But
I don't care. He tied the league in touchdowns. So as a receiver,
if other people are supposed to be better, they should catch more touchdowns.
That upside, dude.
Yeah.
Is.
Well, he got one of the bigger contracts in free agency. Like, the Giants paid him
like
to
the
be
biggest
Daniel
contract.
Jones.
Yep. Number 1 target.
Yeah.
To be an alpha. That's what he's going to be. He's going to get the targets. He might not have 160 targets like Calvin Ridley. You know what he's going to have? 142. You know what he's going to do with that? 85 catches.
I think that you're right on the nose. 130 to 170 targets.
You know where you can get him in drafts right now? 6th round.
Yeah, that's...
If he's your number 3 receiver, you're going to fucking win your league, dude.
Even if like he's a little bit slow the first couple of weeks because of the Giants.
Yeah, whatever. And his hamstring and whatever.
Whatever, maybe.
17-game season, boys.
He got paid for a reason, and I guarantee he's going to earn every single one of those dollars.
They're going to give him targets.
That's all you need. When you're in fantasy, it doesn't matter.
Especially in the 6th round, the risk is very low.
What other receivers you drafted? Like,
you can get Robbie Anderson that range, but I would rather have Kenny Golladay 100%.
Upside.
Yeah. Okay, who you got?
Number 4 for me, Damien Harris.
Damien Harris I have as number 6, okay.
Oh,
your whole list.
Right there.
I could have just done this for you.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. Yeah. I'm just going
to just rip on my dumbass gay jokes or whatever.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, right.
No, Damien Harris to me, I mean, with the recent news, honestly, his stock, I'm assuming in fantasy, is only going up. Like I felt like I got him in like a golden little zone there.
A couple weeks ago in our league, you got him 71st overall. So
yeah, I mean between Stevenson with the dislocated thumb and not be playing.
Yep, first couple weeks he might be out.
Not mentioning Cam getting cut, Mac Jones passing now,
Sony Michel getting traded.
So like,
how
many Cam Newton touchdowns were gonna get sniped?
What?
You know, like so now
you mentioned Sony Michel getting traded. There ain't nothing left.
If you let me fuck.
All right, sorry.
I'm sorry. But if you let me fuck.
Right.
No. I mean, to me, like Harris should be an obvious bust or boom candidate, rather, for a lot of people. But
could be a 4th round.
You and I have been talking about Harris for 3-4 months now.
Yep.
So now it's finally coming to full.
You've been talking about Harris for 15 months.
Yeah.
Since before last year's off season, man.
Yeah. That's right.
Like,
Actually, you're right.
100%, man.
Harris has been my guy, and now he gets the opportunity. I'm big on the Patriots this year. I think they're going to win the division. I think they might win the conference. They have a chance to have the best record in the league. Mm-hmm. I've made all those bets. We'll talk about our bets later. Yeah. But and Harris is the RB1 on a team that does not have a clear RB2. That's starting a rookie quarterback that does not have a definitive wide receiver 1. Like, dude. So like to
preach, baby, preach.
I mean, Harris is a no. Like the Patriots are known for producing multi-touchdown running backs.
LeGarrette Blount, 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, so it's if you know
who is that guy, Jonah Gray, that had 4 touchdowns and they released him because he missed a meeting.
Oh yeah. Like
I have a question though.
Okay,
can you trade him to me in XFL?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna move on now.
All right, number 3.
Number 3, again, all wide receivers. DJ Moore.
I haven't heard this one before. Go ahead.
The whole site. This is going to be coming out like tomorrow. The whole DJ Moore thing.
DJ Moore tore the ACL tomorrow.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I don't think I could show up anymore to work.
I'm sorry, I'm joking.
No, well, I can't take any more of that. Like, if that happened, I don't know if I could go on.
That'd be rough.
At least with fantasy, right? I'll be fine. Like, I'll wear my Dan Le Batard hat. I'll eat goldfish. I'll drink High Life. Like, I'll wear fucking fat guy shirts and whatevs. But no, DJ Moore, man, is criminally undervalued.
Watch his film, man.
I can't even say anything else because he's great. He's Steve Smith reincarnated. He is a badass, and he just hasn't scored any touchdowns in his career.
Yeah.
You know who else didn't score any touchdowns early in their career? Andre Johnson. And
actually, you mentioned these, yeah.
Andre Johnson had like 2, 6, and 2 his first 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Moore had 2, 4, and 4. Got the same numbers. 10.
And DJ Moore was young when he hit his prime, too, so he's only like 23, 24, right? Yeah.
Andre Johnson, same thing.
3 years in at 24.
And Andre Johnson was never a touchdown machine, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Andre Johnson became a perennial first-round fantasy receiver. He's a Hall of Famer. He had 9 touchdowns. Like, after the 2-6-2 start to his career, it was like 9-8, 9-7, 8-9.
Yeah.
Which is solid numbers, right? It's not like 12, but so why can't DJ Moore do that?
If he doesn't, I would be surprised. Yeah.
Do you recall Steve Smith having a 3-touchdown game against the Bears in the playoffs? Steve Smith's 5'9".
Well, they don't have Jake Del Home anymore.
Right. But Steve Smith wasn't really a touchdown. But the thing is, those guys find a way to the end zone. Unfortunately, he's been paired with bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
Bad systems. He's been miscast, and he's been learning his way. So, if he puts it all together, I'm telling you he's a better player than Stephon Diggs. And look what Stephon Diggs did last year.
Whoa.
For sure, he definitely is.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely is a strong term.
Okay, he is. How about that?
That's
he's as good.
I love the take.
I just like him better.
He's not my PP.
The difference is DJ Moore is better with the ball in his hands than Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is more a get down, right? Like DJ Moore is going to make you earn the tackle.
I agree.
And he's faster.
I think DJ Moore plays a lot more angry. Whereas Diggs plays more.
He's a
finesse.
technician, yes.
Yeah, Diggs runs like a deer. Moore runs like a bull.
The Met Bull. Oh, spoiler alert! Who you got?
Whoa! That's some talent right there.
That's nice. Who you got?
Number 3, D Swift, DeAndre. If you
had his number 2 for you.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty obvious. I mean,
I know you're number 1 and 2. All right. You want me to spoiler?
Well,
I'm not gonna do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty
D Swift.
No, it's pretty obvious. I mean,
very obvious.
Just to highlight again, the offense is revolved around him. I think it's almost assumed now that he's one of the more talented backs in the league, but people doubt him because of his situation. They think Detroit's situation is worse off than I personally believe it is. I think Detroit's going to be competitive. I'm not saying they're going to.
It can't be any worse than what they say.
I think they're much. Right? I think they're much better than they were last year. I think they're significantly better, rather.
But he had 10 touchdowns.
They won 5 games last year,
and he had 10 touchdowns in a part-time role.
Yeah, and 40 catches.
So
no AP. He's the lead guy. The coaches do nothing but fucking gush over this guy. If you can get him in the 5th round like I did in multiple leagues in the last couple of weeks, if you got him, I think. I mean, he's one of my PP.
I have a lot of shares of Swift. And Godwin. I mean, we share a lot of the same things.
I think he's a top 5 to top 8 running back, like comfortably, and he's getting drafted as a top 20 to
21, 19.
Yeah. He's getting drafted criminally low. I think. I think probably
the talent speaks for itself.
Yeah.
The only question is, volume and situation, and the thing is that like Alvin Kamara never had volume.
No.
He has enough, 7, it's like...
Never had 1,000 yards rushing?
Right. It's like he has 6 catches and he has, 13 carries. Yeah. So it's 19 touches.
Yeah.
That's trash compared to what Zeke was getting in his prime.
Yeah.
Zeke would get you 23 carries and 4 catches.
Yeah.
But it's what you do with it, and it's the valuable touches. And Swift's going to get the goal line roll. He's going to get the catches. He's going to get the turbo package when they're down. It's all the point-getting shit in fantasy, right?
If he's not the focal point of the offense...
They're doing something wrong.
Tell me who is then.
Brashard Perriman.
Oh shit!
He just got cut. Actually,
totally forgot about that guy.
Yeah, he got cut.
Anyway, who's your number 2?
Tyrell Williams. Okay.
3?
Well,
2?
this guy was my number one. We made these lists about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
We're recording Thursday, the opening night of football, Thursday night. This guy was my number one, 100%. I've been touting him forever. It's DK Metcalf.
Oh.
But he's my number two because I had to put this other guy number one just based on shares and just, I'm going all in. You know who it is. DK Metcalf. Those of you aren't familiar with the show, is DK Metcalf. It's a great joke. He hates it.
Great joke.
Well, he's not a calf. He's a bull.
Well, you can't say that your joke is great.
I laugh at my own jokes all the time.
I think other people have to.
People always tell me you can't laugh at your own joke, and I'm the one laughing at it. So
no, you can laugh at your own joke, but it's a great joke.
I can do what I want.
All right.
No, it's not a great joke, but I think it's classic. It's funny.
No,
it's
you're
daddy,
right. You're right. It's a good joke that DK is a.
He's a bull. Anywho's, I've talked about this man so much. He's the best player in the league. At least at his position.
Physically.
He could actually be the best player at any position if he wanted to.
Physically,
linebacker.
He could be the most dominating player
that we've ever seen. Not just in the league right now. Like, give me a better athlete we've ever seen. Like, he's LeBron James, dude.
Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson,
No, but
Sanders,
he's just more physical than those guys. He's bigger.
Calvin Johnson was more physical.
No, hell no, dude. Not even close. Okay, not even close is it? No, come on, dude. No, Calvin Johnson wasn't as physical.
Yeah, he was. No, he just looks so. He's so strong. He's like.
All right.
Calvin Johnson had the Shaq treatment where he's so physical that it looked like the other people were fouling him, even though he was getting fouled.
Do you remember the Seinfeld episode with the candy lineup, where they're all Twix bars? The car dealership one where Jordan sets up the candy lineup and like they're all like, "Which one's this?" So it's like they're all Twix.
I love Putty. Right.
So, if you're trying to tell me DK Metcalf with his shirt off, and then Calvin Johnson with his shirt off, I know I'm going to go to this. Dude, I know it doesn't matter. But he is just, dude, he is stronger, he is faster, he is better. He's not as talented, like, in terms of route running as Calvin was early on. He's just better. We can argue all day.
No, DK's a monster, man. So, I'm hoping you're right, because I have a few DK shares myself. So,
what's the most touchdowns Calvin ever caught in a year?
I don't care.
What do you think it was? I don't know.
11.
Right. DK already caught 12.
Okay.
Des Bryant caught 16 in a season.
Well, it's because Matthew Stafford wasn't throwing to DK.
Wow. Point is that DK Metcalf's going to have 20 touchdowns this season, and you might be like, "How the fuck is DK Metcalf not your number one?"
Yeah, it is a good.
Can I segue and just get to my number one right now? We'll get to your last one, which we all know who it is, and mine, you know who it is.
Yeah, mine's pretty easy.
But, okay, now mine was number 7. Originally, when I made this list, this guy was number 7 on my list. And then, as I'm doing all my redraft leagues, like not my best balls, I have him in best ball too.
So this is more of a guy that you're relying on.
And recently, I've had him since I made this list, I've taken him in literally like 14 straight drafts.
I already know who it is now.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, because Michael Thomas is officially out until he's missing
8.
through week 6.
8, because they have a bye week 7.
Yes. No, they have bye week 6. He can come back week 7.
Okay.
Week 7's the earliest he can come back.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh.
Still, that's missing 6 weeks, missing 5 games.
Yeah.
He'll probably maybe even miss week 7.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's missing much past that. Right?
Let me ask you this. If you're doing a best ball league that doesn't no playoffs, and
that's a problem.
You're doing a point accumulation. Mm-hmm. Michael Thomas is probably something you want to avoid because you're missing the first 6 weeks, right? Because you're doing a point accumulation.
I want to wait a little longer. For me,
out.
it's like late 90s. I'll take him there.
Okay, all
right.
Okay.
In redraft, depending on the form, like.
Well, I think that's something that you should think about.
Yeah, that matters. Yes, that hurts more. But the thing is,
redraft. Yeah.
The thing is with best ball, if you trust your other guys you have, those guys don't have buys until he comes back.
Yeah.
So then you just add him in there. So that's why I'm saying, like, in 68 overall, 75 overall, 81 overall even, doesn't make as much sense.
No.
But in redraft, I can fill out those weeks. If I go even 500.
You can grab a few of your P.P.s, and then this guy could be a P.P.
Mike Williams can be number 3.
going into your...
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Michael Thomas, I reach for him. You reach for him in a league.
Yeah.
But, like, I've been getting him anywhere from 77 to 85, say. And sometimes later.
I've noticed you've been stacking Callaway with it. Do you think that's a necessity?
No.
No?
Because I'm fine with Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Hardman. I'm fine with Ruggs.
You
Those guys are more risky.
You can get into the same.
Callaway is nice because he is an insurance policy that if Mike Thomas doesn't come back healthy or doesn't come back at all, which there is a little risk.
Yeah.
But there's some turmoil and
Sure.
he's gonna be the number one, and he obviously isn't gonna be Mike Thomas. And quick trivia here: Mike Thomas, first 4 years, how many catches? Take away last year where he hurt his ankle in week 1 against the Bucs, and then tried to come back, had 40 catches.
I bet you he averaged
total catches 4 years. So if he had 100 catches a year, it'd be 400.
It has to be under 100. He probably averaged like 95. So what is that? 380.
He had 470 catches. That is 122.5 per year, and that's with his rookie year. Mike Thomas had 92 catches because he didn't come in right away. So he's averaged 122.5 in his whole career. If you take out last year, which is injury-riddled bullshit, and take out the rookie year, which is his rookie year,
stupid,
he's averaged 132 catches, dude.
That's stupid.
So that's Jerry Rice. That's actually better than Jerry Rice, catches-wise, not the touchdowns. I promise you, Jerry Rice didn't average 130 catches a year, dude.
I'm still trying to like.
Yeah, it's fucked. Yet somehow, I'm going to go on a rant here. That's why I have Michael Thomas in 20 of 24 leagues that I redraft because I'm thinking about it, and I know I'm good enough at fantasy to go 500 without my 7th or 8th round pick.
Yeah.
Early on. If that's what I'm banking on to be over 500 at that point, then I'm already losing.
Yeah.
I'll take the L there,
all right,
manage it, and if I get him back and I make the playoffs,
crazy numbers.
He doesn't even have. Obviously, without Drew Brees, he's not going to have 150 catches. But we know what he will have.
He got more yards.
Yes, because he only averaged 11 yards per catch because Drew Brees dink and dunk.
That's another crazy number. 11?
Low.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he had so many catches. They're all short. Really low, right? We saw the other guy.
My mind is I don't like.
So what he's going to have is, let's say he did play, sample size 17 games, or let's say 16. Instead of extrapolation. Instead of 11 yards per catch, he might average 15. With
Winston, it has to get better, right?
But with 70% of the catches. But 70% of the catches is still 110 catches, right? What are we talking about here? The man is a pro of pros. He's been shit on so hard from last year where he played through an ankle injury, dude, and all the things came out with the team and saying that the surgeries pulled a Scottie Pippen, whatever. The dude still wants to get paid.
Yeah.
He's pissed at the team team's pissed at him. You know what I think he wants to bet on? Himself. And you know what? Right now, if he doesn't play this year and kill it, he may not get that big contract. So the dude is gonna ball out. He's gonna play, and when he does play, he's gonna give you 7 for fucking 90 and a touchdown in most games.
I'm going to make a prediction. The quarterback that he plays with that has the most arm talent ever will be Jameis Winston.
I mean,
because I think he's going to go somewhere and play in Houston or something for a big contract, right? After this.
Yeah.
If he leaves.
What did fucking Jameis Winston do to Chris Godwin? And I love Chris Godwin, and I don't even like Michael Thomas that much. But Michael Thomas is a better player than Chris Godwin.
Right.
Who's a better player, Michael Thomas or Chris Godwin?
Michael Thomas.
I don't even think he's that good, but I feel like you're more of a Thomas fan than I am talent-wise. Correct?
I think he's a producer. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've had this argument. I think he was more of a product of a system.
Yeah. No,
hear me out.
Yeah.
But all that being said, man, the hate on Michael Thomas that I hear from my league mates, that they won't draft him, and he's out for 6 weeks, and he's not going to be healthy. Dude, I don't give a shit, because the upside is, if he's back, when you need him most, and you add that as your wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4, bro, you win every league you have him in. I don't care if you don't have any running backs. You're getting the points per game. Because a couple weeks. You're getting points per game wise the 3rd or 4th best wide receiver in the league.
I agree with you.
You can't find that in the waivers. You can't find that in the draft, actually.
No, that's a good point. You can't replace Michael Thomas's production when he comes back.
If he comes back healthy with Jameis Winston, who do you want? Hopkins rest of the year or Michael Thomas?
Okay, that one's tough.
You're going to take Michael Thomas, though, dude.
No,
Has Hopkins ever had 150 catches in a year?
He had 115
or
120 last year.
But if you go by his fucking 4-year average for his whole career. That's less.
Well, okay, so I'd
You get what
rather
I
take
mean?
Hopkins for a whole year. You get 130 catches than Michael Thomas for half a year.
He's also going in the
You get
second
70.
round.
Yeah.
I'm saying when he comes back, the rest of the year, if he's healthy, like it's close conversation. What I'm saying.
Michael Thomas is one of the better receivers in the league. Yeah,
No, he's one of the better receivers of all time.
I agree.
I mean, stats, dude. Come on.
No, I agree with you.
Who else averages 130 catches a year?
I agree. Let me get to my
sorry.
last PP.
Well, I had to go on Michael Thomas. So
my last PP here is
Nick Chubb.
the guy that can throw the ball.
Oh, it's Kyler.
Yeah,
You already talked about Nick Chubb.
not yet, but I'll just go to my last guy.
Well, you didn't go to.
Well, I got. Oh, yeah. So first guy makes me a little chubby.
Yeah.
Best running back. I'll make it simple. My last two guys, best running back in the league, entering his prime. Nick Chubb, 24 years old, on a team that is designed to run the ball. Essentially the same reason I like Detroit, because their offense is going to be designed around the running back, but Nick Chubb is a better running back than Swift. So I like him as my second PP. Number one is Kyler Murray, who will be MVP this year.
A little bit more on Chubb. He's the best running back in the league.
Yeah.
Talent-wise.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Pure runner.
I think
We love Derrick Henry, but Nick Chubb's better.
I made this quote before. I don't know if it was on film, but I made this quote to you. Was I think Nick Chubb is going to be this decade's Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
Which is a very
Very
bold statement, because Adrian Peterson's like once in a generation type guy, but I think Nick Chubb has that type of talent. I think the offense is designed around him. I think Baker Mayfield's a really good quarterback that will allow him to those running lanes. I think Baker Mayfield's enough of a threat to allow the running game to prosper.
For the older fans listening out there, I know our demo is just mostly 25 to 34.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb has some Walter Payton in him, dude.
Okay.
The man is tough. He's rugged.
Yeah,
But he's also fast.
I've never seen someone
throwback, right?
shed tackles more than that.
Yeah,
Like
just like
it looks like he's running through a sprinkler, and the water drops to the tacklers. Like that. That's what it looks like. The only time he gets stopped is when he runs out of bounds, or there's a big wave that comes.
No, he'll stop himself because he's so smart and a good teammate that he will have that 50-yard touchdown. The game's over, and he'll step out of bounds.
There's a reason you don't see him on commercials. Is because he's not about that. He's about playing football.
Yeah,
and that's the type of guy you want.
Yep.
Like that, I mean,
he's a leader, man. He gets respect too.
Like he is the star player on the Browns. It's not Baker. It's not Odell. It's Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is the Browns, and I hope the city rallies around him, and I hope he has a hell of a year, because he is the reason
he's gonna have a hell of a year.
He's the reason the Browns are the Browns. Kareem Hunt is nice. And he probably could duplicate some of the stats.
Baker's nice, their O-line's nice, defense is nice,
Yeah,
Myles Garrett's nice.
But if you're looking generational player, Nick Chubb right now, Baker has the opportunity to be a generational player. Jarvis has the hands, but
nice role player.
He's done. Odell was a generational player for a couple of years, but now he's done. Like until Baker takes that, if Baker ever takes the next step, then he'll be the face of the team. But for me now, the team is Nick Chubb, and then everything else revolves around him. It's not the opposite. Like, people think it's Baker, and Baker makes the team move. No, it's Nick Chubb. It's the running game that makes that team move.
Sorry, I forgot I skipped over your last two.
Sorry.
My bad. I thought you were on your last
Well, and Kyler's MVP, that's all.
Let's go. That's all you're going to say on Kyler. Nothing else to say?
Undefeated in high school, 3 championships in 3 years starting. National championship is 1 year in college. Rookie of the year.
Heisman.
Pro Bowl. Yeah, Heisman, yeah.
Sorry.
Pro Bowl.
You're leaving out Heisman's. That's how great he is.
I mean,
appreciated asset.
He's only gotten better every single year he's played football. He's only gotten better at it. I mean, he made the Pro Bowl last year. He was on track for the best fantasy season of all time for a quarterback before he got hurt. Looked like he was going to average 35 points a game.
They would have made the playoffs if he didn't get hurt.
He would have been MVP last year.
Right? They were still one game away from.
He was MVP candidate until he got hurt. So it's and he just right now,
baby.
If you somehow lucked into getting him, he's 23 years old, I think. Like he's done nothing but win. I don't. This guy doesn't know what to do besides win. Like,
he's so good, he could be an amazing baseball player, as he was.
He would have been the first overall pick.
I think he actually was.
Top 7 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Retarded. I mean, and he played baseball part-time.
He had to decide between taking a 20-year career in MLB or the NFL.
He loves football, and he's just too goddamn athletic.
So if there's any concern about what his priorities are, he chose the unguaranteed money in a more violent sport.
Yeah, and you think he wants to continue going 8-8? Hell no, bro. He wants to prove himself.
If you think that he's going to continue going,
no, I'm saying right now he has, because he hasn't had the team around him. His coach has been questionable.
So no, when he got drafted, they were the worst team in the league. And then they won. They doubled their win production, and then just people forget this. They were playing the Rams in the last game of the season to make the playoffs. The only reason the Rams made the playoffs was Kyler was hurt, and they beat him, I think, 17-14 in the last game of the season to make the fucking playoffs.
And he was hurt.
That's how
against
close
that defense.
That's how close the fucking Cardinals were to making the playoffs. The same way the Rams were. So this year, they've added veteran pieces across the board. J.J. Watt on the defensive end. They've added Zaven Collins. Not veteran, but Zaven Collins.
Veteran rookie.
Well, he won every single defensive award in college.
They got the defensive
Rodney
players.
Hudson. So every single layer of the team. Matt Prater is the kicker. Special teams. Veteran. Offensive line. Rodney Hudson. Veteran. Allowed 1 sack since 2015. 1 fucking sack.
This guy knows more about Cardinals.
Fucking sack.
Wow.
No, excuse me. I think it was 2. I think it was 2, but it was 1 penalty. 1 penalty, 2 sacks.
Right. Okay.
1 penalty, 2 sacks.
Wow.
J.J. Watt. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
A.J. Green. All pros.
Pretty good at football. Drafted Rondell Moore.
So my point is,
Max Williams.
they've added nice veteran groups at every level. They've added nice rookie contributions at every single fucking level, and they have the QB with, besides Patrick Mahomes, maybe the highest upside in the league. Like
Rob squared. Our P.P.s. Exposed. Be a year.